When you hear the word farming, you think of agriculture, which is where the food you eat usually comes from. Crops are grown on farms and are sold to different parts of the world in order to feed people. But let me tell you this, there's actually two types of farming, organic and conventional. You might be thinking, what is organic farming and what is conventional farming? Well, in this video, I will be talking about them in order to let you know what's happening behind every food you see in the supermarket and how it affects your body. Organic farming is a type of agriculture that is all natural. It works in harmony with nature and does not affect the environment and people who live in it negatively. Also, organic farming does not use any synthetic fertilizers, pesticides, and genetically modified organisms, also known as GMOs. On the other hand, there is another type of agriculture, which is conventional farming. It is the complete opposite of organic farming. Conventional farming, also known as industrial agriculture, uses synthetic fertilizers, pesticides, GMOs, and more on their crops. It hurts the environment by the use of pesticides that go into the air we breathe, and also affects the soil in our land because of the chemicals in the fertilizers, which can lead to soil degradation and pesticide runoffs into our streams and rivers, creating water toxins that we can potentially consume. In the ancient times, people only did organic farming, healthy and chemical-free. But as time progressed, technological and medical advances were created and were incorporated into farming, which then turned out to be conventional farming, also called industrial agriculture. People adapted to this type of farming because it was the easiest way to put foods in the mouths of the hungry and the millions and billions of people across the globe. GMOs were then also created that are injected into conventional crops to make them appear more pleasing to the consumer's eye and prevent them from rotting quickly. But GMOs are also to feed the hungry when there's not enough produce, which can also be good. But then, recently, citizens are becoming aware of what conventional farming really is and what story lies behind the food that they consume. For example, the crops they eat are coated by pesticides that leave residues, which are impossible to remove no matter how many times they are washed, and could live to be detrimental effects to the body, considering that pesticides should not be consumed. As a result, people are now demanding for more organic products since they now know that conventional foods may harm their health. However, there are some disadvantages to the organic food that are much more expensive than conventional ones. Also, it is still not 100% proven that organic foods have an additional amount of nutrients than conventional ones. Even though conventional produce is cheaper, it is not ideal for health and also hurts our environment. Now that you know all of this information, the decision is all up to you. Would you go for organic or stay conventional?